Hi everyone, in today's video I'm going to talk about 3 tools that you can add to your workshop to take your woodworking from the amateur to the professional level. I'm going to talk about different pricing options, where you can find these tools, and also options to upgrade them as well. My name is Nicholas Pecos, my shop is the Pecos Aesthetic. I've been doing this for over 7 years now. I've created projects such as this. I love to share what I've learned over the years about woodworking, both through my successes and my failures. So if you'd like to learn a couple of tips, please stick around. Thanks, guys. Hey everyone, so today I want to talk about 3 tools that can really up your woodworking game. I call them the big 3. These are the heart and soul of a wood shop. They are the cabinet saw, the jointer, and the planer. The reason these tools are so important is because it opens up the door for you to graduate from buying all of your lumber from big box stores like Lowe's and Home Depot to go into a hardwood dealer and getting rough cut lumber there. And what I mean by that is you start out woodworking. You don't really have a lot of tools at home. You go to the big box stores like Lowe's and Home Depot and you get presurfaced lumber. It's sold as S4S lumber usually, which means it's surfaced 4 sides. It means all the prep work has been done. You get the wood, it's straight, flat, and square. Hopefully some of it's kind of crap, so you got to do some finagling when you get it home, but it's supposed to be straight, flat, and square. But because it's pre-surfaced and all that work has already been done when you buy it, it's a lot more expensive. On top of that, you're also limited to the dimensions that they have in stock. They usually sell 3/4 inch wood. Sometimes they have 5/4, which is 1.25 inch thick wood at various thicknesses and lengths. But you're limited to what they have on hand. You're also limited to what they carry. In big box stores, that's usually, the stores near me anyway, have oak, maple, cedar, pine. That's pretty much it. Some locations you might have different things. Some stores might have ash. Out west, I might have redwood. But you're really limited to what a few things that they have in the store. So when you get these tools, the cabinet saw, the planer, and the jointer, and you're able to surface and prep your own wood, you can now go to a hardwood dealer where the possibilities are endless for what you can create. You can now get any kind of wood you want: mahogany, walnut, maple, cherry, oak. Possibilities are endless. You can get any dimensions you want. Most hardwood dealers will sell these woods, the more common ones, in thicknesses up to 16 quarters. That's 4 inches thick. And they sell any combination in between. They sell it at 12/4, 3 inches thick, 8/4, 2 inches thick, 4/4, 1 inch thick, 5/4, 6/4, different widths, different lengths. You can get pretty much whatever you want. And you can get it rough cut, meaning it's been cut at a sawmill to rough dimensions and it's shipped to the hardwood dealer. They sell it to you. There's no prep work that's been done, so you save a significant amount of money. So that's really the big 3 advantage to having these tools, is that you save money. You're no longer limited to the dimensions that they have at the big box stores, and you're no longer limited to 4 or 5 different wood types that they have at the big box stores. So that brings us to the tools themselves. Where you can get them, what are different costs, what are some add-ons. In this video, I put together 3 options for each tool: a beginner option, an intermediate option, and an advanced option. The beginner option is just that. It's the cheapest option I could find that'll give you the tool that gets the job done, but it costs the least amount of money. And those recommendations are for the table saw. They make a DeWalt contractor saw that I put in there, a planer that's only $150. I forget the name of the company that makes that one, but that link is in the description. And then a tabletop joiner, which is a couple $100. That's the cheapest option I could find that gets you in the door with all three of these tools. So that's a good place to start. Get those tools, get familiar with using those tools, get familiar with how to shape and dimension wood. You can go to the hardwood dealer, pick up your rough cut lumber, utilize these tools, make some projects, save up some money, and then you can move up to the intermediate level of tools. And again, I make a recommendation for each tool type, table saw, planer, and jointer in the intermediate section. And then, as you get more experience, you save some more money. Hopefully you get to a point someday where you like woodworking enough, you want to make the investment to get the advanced tools. And these are your cabinet grade table saw, your big 3 horsepower planer, 2 to 3 horsepower planer, and your 2 to 3 horsepower 8-inch joiner. That's pretty heavy duty. There's a whole other tier above that, but that's more like for commercial shops who are making things full time. That's kind of outside the realm of this video, but I also put in links with different cutter heads you can get for the tools. So your beginner level tools are going to have, for your planer and your joiner, they're going to have what are called straight cut knives. So I'll post a link right here to a shop that has a good video on how to set up your straight knives and what they look like. The other option is helical cutter heads, and I'll put a little video here showing you what the helical cutter heads look like. So the advantage, disadvantage between the straight knives and the helical cutter heads is the straight knives don't give you as smooth a finish. With the helical cutter heads, a lot of times you can get such a good finish that really all you have to do is sand your piece with 220 grit once it comes out of the joiner planer, and you're pretty good. With the straight knives, you get a lot rougher finish. The other thing is, if you get a chip in the straight knives, you have to replace all the knives. It's a huge pain in the butt. Replacing the knives is not super difficult, but it takes a little bit of time. So it's kind of a pain in the butt. With the helical cutter heads, they come with many different cutters, and each one can be rotated 4 different times. It's a square cutter head. So if you get nicks and dings in the cuts, you can rotate them up to 4 times to get fresh blades. And the performance of the cut is just way, way better. The downside is the helical cutter heads are a lot more expensive. I added links if you want to get the beginner tools and add in helical cutter heads, which is an upgrade, a step up. You can do that. So I put links into the helical cutter heads as well. It's kind of a 50 mixed bag if you want to get the beginner tools and upgrade them with the helical cutter heads versus just going from the beginner tool section to the intermediate section. Most of the times when you make that jump, those intermediate and advanced tools are going to have the helical cutter heads already installed in them. So it's up to you, but I figured I'd at least give you the option. So check out the links where you can get those tools. There's links directly to the tools. Thanks so much for watching today, guys. I hope the video was helpful to you. If it was, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Like the video, watch the video. That'd be really helpful. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, please reach out. The links to all the tools I recommend are in the description. And have a great week, guys. I'll be posting video next week, and good luck with all your projects. Thanks.